Okay, so now we're taking a look at the red cards in Marvel. Let's see if there's anything here worth picking up. So we start with Avengers Disassembled. 3-mana sorcery. Choose one or both. Avengers Disassembled deals 3 damage to each creature, or destroy target land. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. That's actually really good. Only 3 mana. It's either a Slag Storm for creatures, or destroy any like really problematic land. That's really good. I like that a lot. Yeah, I might actually pick up a few of those. That's pretty strong. Blazing Crescendo, 1 in a red. Instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. Exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, end of next turn, you may play that card. That's not bad. +3/+1. And you get Impulse Draw. That's not terrible. Crimson Operative. This is an artifact creature human villain. 4 mana, 3/2, prowess. When this creature enters, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. All right, already seen a lot of Impulse Draw cards. See, Death to Our Enemies is next. We have 3 mana, Enchantment Plan. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a tapped treasure token and put a plan counter on this enchantment. That's already pretty decent. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, it deals 7 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Hold up. It deals 7 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. This can go face. That's 7 damage face. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a tapped treasure token and put a plan counter on it. This only needs 4 counters. You play 4 like tiny little like bolts or draw spells, and just bam, 7 to your face. I'm definitely picking that up. That is actually probably going into my my Izzet deck. That is stupidly strong for an uncommon. Because like the thing that you put into consideration here is you can put multiple counters on it per turn. It's just whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a tapped treasure token. So that's like if you play a counter spell, you play an unsummon, you play a lightning bolt, you play opt or sleight of hand for crying out loud, and then you just go boom, 7 damage to your face. That is so strong. Oh man. And it makes treasure tokens. I mean, come on. Okay, let's check this out. Evil's Thrall. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. If you control a villain with greater mana value than that creature, gain control of that creature until the end of your next turn instead. Untap that creature, it gains haste till end turn. So that is our threaten effect of the set, and that is one of the most powerful threatens I've seen in a long time. Being able to keep the creature for up to 2 turns is fantastic. Okay, next up we have Fin Fang Foom. This is a 4 mana 3/5 alien dragon. That's an interesting type line. Flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets an artifact or land, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Put 2+. Hold up. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets an artifact or land, copy. You may choose new targets for the copy. Put 2++1 counters up. Okay. He gets bigger. He's already flying. What did we just read over here? Avengers Disassembled. Blow up land. Blow up more land. Make Fin Fang Foom bigger. And you can also basic check your opponent. That is strong. Really strong. Okay. Hawkeye, Master Marksman. 1 in a red, 2/2. First strike and reach. Trick arrows. Whenever Hawkeye becomes tapped, you may pay 1 up to 3 times. When you do, choose that many. Net, which is target creature can't block this turn. Explosive, Hawkeye deals 2 damage to target player. Or Boomerang, discard a card, then draw a card. That's actually pretty decent. Because like if you just attack, hold on. Whenever it becomes tapped, You may pay 1 up to 3 times. When you do, choose up to that many. Okay, so I'm assuming you can choose one option each time, not like choose explosive 3 times and then blast for like 8. Yeah, that's good. A lot of options, very versatile. I like it. Okay. Next up is Hawkeye Young Avenger, 4 mana, 2/4, reach. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, instead it deals that much damage plus X, where X is Hawkeye's power. Okay, so that basically just increases all of your burn by an additional 2 points without adding any power to her. That's pretty decent. Hawkeye's Bow. 1 red mana for an artifact equipment. The equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has reach. Whenever equipped creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Wow. Okay, so you take Hawkeye's Bow, you slap it on Hawkeye. Hawkeye attaches or attacks, and you just choose explosive, and suddenly Hawkeye is doing 5 damage. That's wild. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Hex Magic. 3 mana. Sorcery, Arcane. Exile all the cards from your hand, then draw that many cards. Until the end of your next turn, you may play cards exiled this way. Wow, okay. So you exile the cards out of your hand. Let's say you have like 3 cards left in your hand. You exile those away. You draw 3 new cards. And now suddenly your hand is 6. 6 real cards and 3 exiled cards. That's really, really good. I would probably pick some of that up. That's good. Hire a Crew, 3 mana instant. Create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, and it's instant. You can make the villain at the end of your opponent's turn, or as response to an attack. That's pretty good. Oh boy, Hulk Smash. What is this? 1 in red. Instant, Teamwork 4. Choose 1. If this spell was cast using Teamwork, choose both. Destroy a target non-creature artifact. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Okay, so it's a strike spell and a shatter at the same time, if you have Teamwork. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I like all the Hulks in this artwork. That's pretty cool. I just gotta wait for this to load up real quick. Come on, come on, load it. Are you there? Hello? Load the cards, please. Okay, well, while that's loading, we're just gonna move on. Kunlun Warrior, 1 in a red. Creature, human warrior hero for 2 mana, or 2/2. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Okay, that's pretty decent. Kree Sentinel, 5 mana for a Kree robot villain. Has reach, it's 5/5, basic land cycling. Nothing special there. Lightning Strike with Thor on it. Deal 3 damage to your target. Still one of the best cards. Loki Lofison. I think that's how you pronounce that. 1 in red for a 2/1. 1 tap, when you next cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to Loki's power this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. And power up, 5 mana, put 2 +++ counters on Loki. Okay, so he can power himself up, so he can cast better spells. But on his own, he can like copy lightning bolts and things like that. It's not too terrible. Okay, what do we got up here? All right, Human Torch. Johnny Storm, 3 mana, 2/2, flying. Whenever you draw a card, if you control another hero, Human Torch deals 1 damage to target opponent. Hey, that's pretty decent. As a power-up, 6 and red, but 3 +1/+1 counters on Human Torch. It's all good. I do like that you can utilize power-up. Like, let's say, for example, you draw this like late game and you have a ton of mana. You can play Human Torch and power him up. That's pretty cool. But early game power up is pretty worthless. Hydra Assault Robot. Robot villain, 1/3 for 2. Whenever another villain and or artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. Oh, that's pretty decent. Yeah, 1/3, and so it has a decent blocking body. Only 2 mana. Whenever you bring any artifact or a villain into play, it just pops them for 1. That's pretty good. Iron Fist, Living Weapon. 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, Iron Fist gains. Tap. Iron Fist deals damage equal to his power to any other target until end of turn. Hey, that's pretty good. I like that. Jessica Jones, Private Eye. 3 mana, 2/3. Tap, put a stun counter on Jessica Jones. Exile the top X cards of your library, where X is Jessica Jones's power. You may play those cards this turn. Fairly weak card, but I like the idea that you're tapping her and putting a stun counter on her to do this effect, kind of like creating the illusion that like she's going deep into the office and just poring over documents and photos and just trying to solve the whole thing. I think that's a pretty cool way to visualize someone going over documents. I think that's a pretty cool what's it, flavor. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, next up we have Machine Smith Automaton. 3 mana, 2/2 trample. Whenever another artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It's alright. Misty Knight, Hero for Hire. 2 mana, 3/1. 2 tap, discard a card, draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. Hey, that could be good in the right circumstances, but in a vacuum, she's not that great. Let's see. 4 mana for the Mjolnir, Hammer of Thor. Legendary artifact equipment. When Mjolnir enters, it deals 4 damage to up to 1 target creature. Okay, pretty decent. Double all damage equipped creature would deal. Yikes. Equip worthy. A creature is worthy if it's a legendary non-villain that's red and or white. Okay, so that means Thor or Captain America can wield the hammer. That's kind of cool. And then you pay 3, discard this card, it deals 2 damage to each creature. Hey, worst case scenario, it's a Pyroclasm. An instant speed Pyroclasm. Photon Blast Barrage. X red sorcery. When you cast this spell, copy it X times. You may choose new targets for the copies. Photon Blast deals 1 damage to target creature. Oh, okay. So you dump a bunch of mana into it, you storm off, play a whole bunch of copies of this, blast all over the place, and then you follow that up with a storm card. That could be pretty cool. Okay. Let's slide that down. May slide it back up. There we go. Cool. Okay. Quicksilver Brash Blur is a 1/1 for 1. If Quicksilver Brash Blur is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with him on the battlefield. Yo, that's cool. That's really cool. He has haste and power up 5, put a +1/+1 counter, and a double strike counter on Quicksilver. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. I really like that you can just put him on the table if he's in your opening hand. That's so cool. Okay, Red Hulk. Red Hulk is 4 and 2 red for a 6/7 with reach and trample. In Rage, whenever Red Hulk is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on him to any other target. Let me read that again. When he's dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on him. Okay, so deal damage to him, +1 counter, blast your opponent for 1. If he has more counters on him, blast him more. So this would go good in a deck that plays a lot of +1 counters. Maybe a deck with Ouroboros. Pile on the counters, smash. Pretty cool. Repulsor Blast. 4 mana, sorcery, teamwork 2. Repulsor Blast deals 5 damage to target creature. If the spell was cast using teamwork, it also deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Yeah, that's not bad. I've seen better variations of this, but it's not bad. Scarlet Witch, 3 mana, 2/3. Instant and sorcery spells you cast with mana value 4 or greater cost X less to cast, where X is the Scarlet Witch's power. Okay, pretty cool. So she reduces casting costs of large spells. Speed, Young Avenger. 2/2 with haste, 2 mana. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1. When you do, target creature with haste can't be blocked this turn, except by creatures with haste. Oh, that's pretty cool. Stark Industries Executive. Is this Pepper Potts? So 1/2, 1 red, 2 tap, create a treasure token. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so Tony Stark is a rich person. Of course, his administrative assistant would come in and give him more money. Okay, super speed, 1 red, flash, enchant creature. When this aura enters, enchanted creature gains first strike till in a turn. Okay, cool. Combat trick. And enchanted creature gets +1/+1 haste. Okay, that's cool. That can be used as a nice little combat trick. Save your creature, give a creature haste. It's pretty versatile too. Only 1 red mana. Team Tactics, 1 and red, teamwork 1. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. If this spell was cast using teamwork, that creature also gains trample until end of turn. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. Target creature gains double strike and trample if you teamwork it. Pretty cool. Thor, God of Thunder. 5 mana, 5/5 flying. When Thor enters, exile target equipment, instant, or sorcery card from your graveyard. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Thor deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. Let me reread this. Let's reread that first paragraph. When Thor enters, exile target equipment, instant, or sorcery card from your graveyard. Until end of turn, you may play that card. So, Thor is a Snapcaster Mage. He comes in, you don't even have to play Mjolnir from your graveyard. You can play a draw spell. You can play a kill spell. You can play any instant or sorcery you got. You could play Stock Up from your graveyard if you wanted to with Thor. That's bonkers. That's really good. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Thor deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. So as long as Thor's on the table and you play like your draw spells like Stock Up or Flow State or anything like that, Thor's going to do like 3 damage to your opponent's face or 2 damage or anything like that. You just cast non-creature spells and start slinging damage around. Like this is a really good top end to a Spellslinger deck, or hell, even a like a Jeskai control deck would definitely want this. This is kind of dope. It's like I was not expecting to like Thor that much. That's actually really solid. Yeah, might have to pick up a couple of those. Truck Toss, 4 mana. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a vehicle. Truck Toss deals 4 damage to any target. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Vision of Love. Oh, I love that art. That art alone is selling me on the card. Let's see what it does, though. 1 in red, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Oh, that's awesome. Sacrifice a clue token, draw 2 cards. That's good. Volcanic Villain. 3 mana, 3/2, haste. Power up, 6. Put 2 plus most encounters this creature. No. Hard pass on that. Wonder Man, Hollywood Hero. This is Johnny Cage. 5 mana for 4/4, flying. Each power-up ability of permanents you control can be activated an additional time. Oh, okay. So power up 5 red, put 2 plus and plus encounters on Wonder Man. Activate each power-up ability only ... once. Reduce the cost by his mana cost if you enter this turn. That's funny. They modified the reminder text because of Wonder Man. That's funny. Okay, and that's Scarlet Witch and Speed again. I don't know why they put those back to the bottom. Anyways, yeah, okay, so let's talk about the cards that I would want to pick up from red in this set. Vision of Love, definitely. Having a mono red draw spell when all you have to do is sacrifice an artifact or discard a card, really good. I would play this. Thor, I'm absolutely picking up a few copies of Thor. That is a very good card. See here, what else would be good to pick up? Let's see here. Scarlet Witch is interesting, but I don't know if I would have a deck for it. Well, for getting Thor, we're kind of have to get Mjolnir also. just to get it. Let's see. Lightning Strike, that's a reprint. Don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Hex Magic. Hex Magic is very interesting. I might want to get a couple copies of those. Let's see. Evil's Thrall could be interesting in a villain's deck. Finfang Foom definitely has my attention. I might pick up a couple copies of that. Blazing Crescendo. I really like this as a combat trick in like a Gruul deck, because a Gruul deck could probably really take advantage of the impulse draw. Death to Our Enemies, though, that is probably the primary card I would pick up and actually throw in a deck right now. That card is stupid. I love it. And yeah, Avengers Disassembled. So I would say Avengers Disassembled and Death to Our Enemies right off the rip. I would pick up 4 copies of each of those immediately. But Thor, I'd probably pick up maybe 2 copies of that because it's just a really solid game-ending card. I like it a lot. Yeah, so that is it for red in the new Marvel set. So stay tuned and we'll get into the green cards next.